to see Gopi right now, and you will also call out to your mom and say, Mom, why do you keep saying I can't keep a dog? I want a dog right now. So the side effect for me after reading these books were to see everything through dog eyes. So I became a dog actually in my mind. Then everything was like I became a G, all those things. I became a dog and started thinking like a dog. Okay. So there are these two instances in this book where we see ourselves and not in a good light through a dog's eyes. So these Vani and Gopi, they see a dog show, okay, and Gopi in fact wins it. No surprise there. So and they say, is there something like a human show that dogs are taken to? That doesn't happen. And also the waste. The book talks about how we become very greedy and we take more food than we can handle. Especially, I tell you, breakfast buffets, we do that very much. And then we waste it, which is what the stray dogs and the Gopi eats. When you go to any wedding, you can see the plate. If the plate is full and they eat only half of it, other half goes to dogs. So I think of that. There are so many stray dogs there because of the wedding chowdhury. You just keep an eye and see what kind of life they lead. If it rains, there is no place for them to hide, to stand. There is no food. There is nobody to love them and say that you are my dog. This book is written actually looking in Gopi's eyes, the life of a street dog. And that one day Gopi goes out and he comes to know so many different things of other people because he's always sheltered and pampered and, always a VIP dog. Okay, or he's VIP and his dog, that kind of thing. Be adopted by anyone. So they went to shelter, they brought wedding gifts, two-legged and three-legged dogs. They will come today. So Gopi realized the difficulty of his brother and then he donates money to dog shelter. So I request you, once a month, if possible twice, once a month go and then just love them. You the three lines. These are Hari with the 2 legs, 3 legs. There is nothing with the 2 legs. Nothing. 1 second, Shani. They are not used to crowd. So many things happen in this 4 books, okay? Especially in this latest book where a lot of things happen to Gopi, which if you start reading, you can't stop. So my question, Sudha ma'am, is everything that happens to Gopi true? First thing is exactly true. This book partially true, but you may be feeling dogs are barking, but they are talking. You are talking. Nandi, Hari, Vani are very scared to public because they are not used to. Gopi always gets lion's share and he comes from KBC, he comes from all shows, weekend with the so he likes camera. He likes camera. So the side effects of reading these books are many. Of course, you feel. Come, let me read the book.
ನೋಡಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದೆ ಬಿಡಿ ಬಿಡಿ ನೀವು ಬಿಡಿ ಕಡೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಅಣ್ಣ ಅಣ್ಣ ಕೈ ತೆಗಿಯೋಣ, ಕೈ ತೆಗಿಯೋಣ ನೀನು. ಹಾಂ ನೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಗೋಪಿ, ಕಮಾನ್ ಕಮಾನ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೋಪಿ.
Can we just ask the people at the back to please?
Ma'am, here, madam.
All the parents.
Sir, sir, book on, sir, ma'am. Sir, book, sir, ma'am. Sir, hey, Gopi, no, really?
Thank you. Shiny, come here. This is your book, okay? This is your book. Gopi. Gopi. You're so right. Gopi.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಬುಕ್ ಇರಲಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಒಂದು. ಹಾಂ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ
ನೋಡಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೋಡಲ್ಲ.
ಹಾಂ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಟಾಟಾ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ಟಾಟಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಟಾಟಾ ಟಾಟಾ
ಟಾಟಾ ಮಾಡು. ಓ
ಆಯ್ತು.
It connects to Indian culture and it's very familiar. You know, it's not something unfamiliar, it's famous fact. So I got into that, and then what message I want to give to children, I always give it. So don't worry, Gopi with me.
No, somebody.
No, don't worry. Because I understand you are not used to dogs.
He came to say something like that. Okay.
And we even have sambar and rice in the book.
Thank you.
As compared to Eric Blyton's, she would write about food that we had never seen. Cucumber sandwiches and jelly sandwiches and gingerbread, and we had no idea, but we used to drool nevertheless, thinking it must be nice.
Well, you can see sambar rice here.
Yeah, we can see sambar.
Gopi is eating those I will be.
So now, everyone, please ask Sudha ma'am, and in her role as Aji, in her role as Gopi's Aji.
Yeah. may I request all of you, don't repeat questions, one person, one question. And I have talked to Pune International School today morning, so they don't have to ask now. The remaining people. The questions could be in Kannada or in English, both is fine. Both are fine.
Please raise your hand. I'm standing here. There's another mic there which is floating.
Okay. Now I want to thank following people. Little Flower School is from Srirampura. Then public school, what is it? Audin public school, Girinagar, New Baldwin School. My daughter was in Baldwin State, by the way. BU Bengaluru North School, DVV School, then Vidyashala School, SJR Kengeri School, IKV School, Madhusudan Foundation, Little Flower School, then BV School, Unique International Public School. Okay, and if I have not taken anyone's name, please forgive me. Thank you, children, from any school you are. I am grateful to you.
Good advice for the younger generations in today's world. What advice would you give to the younger
Leadership
generation?
by example. Walk the talk. Walk the talk. What you want to become, it is not you talk, but you have to walk there. When you walk the talk, then you need to respect it. Now there are a lot of children waiting. Let me start signing. Yeah. What is the question?
Please be seated. Please be seated.
What is the question? Please remain seated. Thank you. Please.
What is GOPI'S favorite memory? GOPI memory.
Sorry?
Your favorite memory.
Gopi, a lot. The day he came, the day he became father, the way he turned towards me, very happy. Every day the Gopi is good. Yeah? And I can't imagine, how I let my life without Gopi out of India. Thank you. Yeah.
Teach me how to write the book, and can we write the book together?
No, together is not possible because number one, I really don't have that kind of a time to sit and write with someone, and I don't write with anybody. I write with myself. How old are you?
I'm 9.
Read for next 10 years. Only reading you do. Then you write.
In most of your books, you say that stories play a very great role in learning things. So, according to you, what is the importance of stories and reading in student life?
The stories are needed because it's an imagination. Listen on. It's an imagination which is left to the creativity. For example, you imagine Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva. That is your imagination can be whatever you can imagine. So, as a children, we should tell stories because your imagination can grow. Otherwise, if you see TV, it is stagnated. I will tell you, when I was young, I was with my grandparents, and they told me a shloka, like most of Shantakaram, Bhujashayanam, Padmanabham, Sudesham. So I could imagine Vishnu how he will be, and Krishna how he will be. My daughter, I asked her, how is Krishna described? She described Nitish Bharadwaj because she saw 1980 Mahabharata. I asked my granddaughters, describe Krishna. They described Saurabh Jain because they saw his Krishna Road in 2011 or 12. So, the more you see physically, your imagination will come down. The more you imagine closing your eyes, it can bloom and there is so much vastness. So I believe, and when I hardly see TV, but when I'm writing, I don't get distracted by any of these things because the stories are rich in my mind. Thank you. Why success and simplicity are not connected? You can be simple with money without money. Okay? There's nothing like that. It's more in our mind. If you are rich, then you should be like this. If you are poor, you should be like this. There's nothing like that. What you like, we should do. And I like to be simple and I continue to. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I will take last few questions because all of you want to, your book should be signed and that's it.
Excuse me.
Back, at the back, at the back. Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Harika. Who's your favorite author and why is she or he your favorite author?
It went on changing. When I was very young, it was different. When I was a teenager, it was different. When I was in 30s, it was different. So I don't have one fixed person. Okay, I don't have one. Whosoever writes well, I like them. Actually, I prefer to read English book written by UK people than other countries because it's their mother tongue. So their sense of humor is good. Their way of writing is, much better, I feel. There's no one answer. Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, my name is Jawal Bajre. I am 12 years old. Ma'am, I've read a lot of your books. So, ma'am, my question is, I know you've taken him to office, but ma'am, what is that particular bond you share with GOPI at your home?
Like I told you, GOPI may be talk to others. GOPI is a human being. Okay? He took my part of my heart. So, I'm actually there. I travel a lot. The only regret when I travel is I am away from him. My whole life is around him. His joy, when he's not well, I'm not able to eat. And GOPI comes to that I'm traveling, then, he's very upset. So, GOPI is not, I cannot be separated from GOPI. He's part of my heart.
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
So I read a passage once, and you literally spoke to J.R.D. Tata, right?
That person,
So-
let me see. Yeah, some questions what your mom has told you should not ask. You should ask what you feel like.
I'm asking how to be confident in front of famous people.
Yeah, because I will tell you, I am very sincere in my work and I am not scared of anything. As long as I do better. As long as I do legally, ethically right, I don't get scared. Because I don't ask for a benefit or I don't crave for a benefit when I talk to someone, whether the person, as long as legally, ethically right, I will do that. Yes.
I'm an author from a website called Braybooks. Ma'am, I just want to ask you, can you give me some advice on how do you write such good books?
To write good books, number one, you should be sensitive. Number two, you should be very well read. People who read a lot, they can write better. Number three, you should not be in a hurry to publish your book. Write and keep it for some time. Number four, writing is an art. You have to learn over a period of time, not very fast. Genius people will do first time. Rabindranath Tagore, Shelley, Byron, they are different. But people like us, we take over a period of time, we learn and recraft it and then we learn it. You know the tricks, how you have to write. Thank you. Oh, it's enormous. Actually, if you have a dog, he's not just dog to me, actually. He's a child to me. Okay? I talk to him.
I see many people having a dog and I see them very happy. I never had a dog.
Go to shelter and have a dog there. Adopt a dog there. Go to shelter. Tell Amma, go to shelter, adopt a dog there. You don't have to bring home. But spend 2 hours with that dog. It's an enormous joy. Whenever I have any difficulty with GOPI, I will forget about it. And I enjoy everything. Fine. Next.
I study in grade 3 and I have a question. How do you get such creative ideas?
It's very difficult to get creative ideas. But they come to me when I think with that dimension. Okay. But there is no formula. You do this, you get creative idea. If you are painting, how do you paint so well? If you are singing, how is your voice is so beautiful? You can't tell anything. But over a period of time, you will learn more. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
When dog was lost, GOPI.
It was horrible reaction. Horrible feeling. I felt it. When Navani was missing, I felt it. That where is she? What will she eat? Who will take her away? And who will look after her? It's impossible to eat, to sleep until she came back. It was very difficult. I pray God, if someone has a dog, that dog should not get lost in the street. Because it's very difficult for dog as well as the owner both. Yeah. Yes. Murthy, wait for a minute. We are releasing the book and first copy will be given to Arjan. Okay, for a minute. Shall we release Tina?
Yes, we
Tina?
can.
Yes.
Yes.
Let us release the book. Give the first copy.
I really need that requesting in the Please, we request parents to please step outside. Please, sir, if you can.
But Gopi went or not, it's not bad. That is good. And lot of dogs eat their food near the ocean, that is good. Okay? Dog shelter is good. So, getting these two dogs from the shelter is also good. So I connected all the dots in my one.
So the GOPI Aji is very, very visible in every tale, Sudha ma'am, because I feel that you watch him pretty closely, you emote with him, you emote like him, and therefore you are able to translate it into such beautiful stories for us. My last question, because I know you're all bursting with questions, about Gopi and what Gopi is going to do next. So my last, it's not a question, it's actually more like a comment. While I was reading these books, I was just thinking, it's beyond to me like a children's book or a book about a dog or stories for, for kids. I felt like this was a story about, or a book about love. There is so much of affection because, when we were small and we had Eric Blyton's, people my age.
Eric Blyton books are beautiful, but they are set in a different country.
Yes.
Okay, famous five, they go to a cave, etc. In Indian setting, those things do not work. And at that time, you did not have any author in English who can set the story with Indian environment. Right? There is Diwali, there is a Christmas, there is a Ganpati, there is a dog, there is a wedding. So none of them were there in such books. So there was a void between English book and Indian author, Indian culture book for that matter. So probably I got into that, I was lucky enough to get into that place where the language is simple, it connects to India, it connects to Indian culture, and it's very familiar. It's not something unfamiliar or famous fact. So I got into that, and then what message I want to give to children, I always gave it. Oh, don't worry. Gopi will speak.
Somebody.
Yeah. No, don't worry. Because I understand, you are not used to dogs.
No, he came to say something. Okay. Yeah.
Then I will do it in 2 minutes. So, I got into that block and I could write in simple English with Indian surroundings, and that's the reason all my books became for. That's what I feel. I may be wrong, I do not know.
You are definitely right, hang on. And I have a secret small happiness also that this is set in South India, it is set in Bangla, and we even have sambar and rice in the book.
Thank you.
As compared to Eric Blyton's, she would write about food that we had never seen. Cucumber sandwiches and jelly sandwiches and gingerbread, and we had no idea, but we used to drool nevertheless, thinking it must be nice.
Well, you can see sambar rice here.
Yeah, you can see sambar.
Gopi is eating those I will be
So now, everyone, please ask Sudha ma'am in her role as Aji, in her role as Gopi's Aji.
Yeah. May I request all of you, don't repeat questions, one person, one question. And I have talked to Pune International School today morning, so they don't have to ask now. The remaining people. The question could be in Kannada or in English, both are fine.
Please raise your hand. I'm standing here. There's another mic there which is floating.
Okay. Now I want to thank following people. Little Flower School is from Srirampura, then public school, Housing public school, Girinagar, New Baldwin School. My daughter was in Baldwin State, by the way. BU Bengaluru North School, DVV School, then Vidyashala School, SDR Kengeri School, IKB School, Madhusudan Foundation, Little Flower School. Then BV School, Unique International Public School. Okay. And if I have not taken anyone's name, please forgive me. Thank you, children, from any school you are. I am grateful.